Some time ago, a friend of mine lost his re-election bid for local office in a municipality here in Broward County. The loss, of course, was devastating to him. It was also devastating to us who had stood by his side and worked with him because we, quite frankly, thought he had it in the bag. Not only that, we were moving on to looking at other things, at other higher offices for him. Loss is devastating, no matter how many different ways you look at it. It's interesting, though, that some of the greatest leaders of all time who've left significant legacies have faced an incredible amount of loss and failure and disappointments in their lives. For example, Abraham Lincoln, very few people know exactly how many losses, failures, and disappointments Lincoln had, but they were many before he finally became president of the United States. And then there was Winston Churchill, who struggled with a lisp when he was a child in elementary school and had to overcome that, who became a leader and then spent some time away from that leadership position. Many people thought he'd never come back, but he came back through that struggle a second time, and that's where his legacy was shaped and formed, and he became the Churchill that we remember today. And then, of course, there's Martin Luther King Jr., who, like the other two, struggled with his own personal demons, struggled to get his message out, struggled in a lot of ways to try to make a difference, but today he is credited with making a significant difference in the civil rights movements. All of these men, and there's so many other times in history that is littered with people who have made an extraordinary impact and difference, but who also faced what seemed like insurmountable struggles. That's why I think it's important to talk about that this coming weekend while we're still here in January. So many of us think about making a difference. So many of us think and talk about leaving a legacy. So this coming Sunday, January 15th, I think it's appropriate to talk about that very subject. Surviving the struggle, how to leave a lasting legacy. We're going to look at one man in the Bible who struggled with his own humanity, who struggled with his own, failures, who struggled with his own personal demons, and who ultimately struggled with God himself, and who came out changed as a result of it. Struggle can change us for the better, or it can change us for the worse. It's all going to be up to how we handle it from God's perspective. So we'll be talking about that this coming Sunday right here at Community Bible Church in Dania Beach. We're located 1 mile west of I-95, 1 mile east of 441 at the corner of Griffin Road and Southwest 30th Avenue. We have 2 morning worship services, one at 9:45 a.m. and one at 11 o'clock a.m. If you are unable to join us in person, join us at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time over on our YouTube channel, and you can tune in and be a part of our service. But if you've ever been struggling and you wonder, is the struggle really worth it? We'll find out this coming Sunday that it is, and we're going to tell you how to handle it as we look at how one man did, and it really changed his life for the better and allowed him to make an extraordinary difference. You can make an impact. You can leave a legacy. We'll talk about it this coming Sunday at Community Bible Church. We'll see you then.